Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're located at. We are having outside, we are having a storm outside, rainy day, thunder and lightning. I do not know how long I'm going to be on because of the weather interference. It could be buffering. It will be buffering, so we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us for a cup of coffee. It is 10:07 in the morning. So thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. It is Wednesday. Yeah, pretty crappy weather. We're getting hit by lightning. So again, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be on. There we go. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Are we jealous of other YouTubers? God, I hope not. Again, for me, only me, this is entertainment. I give you entertainment. I get something out of it. Sam's in the house. The lurker. Is that like is the lurker? Is that something like Big Mike? He kind of like stays out of like you can barely see his face. You can smell him, but you can't really see him. Well, all those ridiculous tattoos he got all over him. Don C's in the house. Hello, Don. The other day, a couple of days ago, Captain Billy Jack asked me to ask you if you'd seen his Facebook. That's all he said to me. He just wanted me to pass it on to you, so I passed it on. How's your weather, Don? On the dock side, is it bad like it is over here, or is did the weather lighten up? Got another camera. Got another camera. Fred, look, I got another camera. You know about cameras, don't you? Oh shit! Very funny. Very funny. Yeah. We're all jealous of certain YouTubers all over the world. Oh heck! But again, I do this for entertainment. I do get money out of it. I do get paid. Um, but yeah, figured I'll just come on, and if anybody want to come up, let me toss out the link for you guys. But grown people shouldn't be jealous of other people. But little Mike, I mean, what I seen the count that he has subs, nothing. People viewing his. One day I got 400 views on my show in one day. He gets like 100 iffy. So I mean the and his boyfriend. I mean, his buddy, Francis. he ain't doing much better. I mean, the guy used to be monetized. Now he don't got nada. So again, why should we be jealous of clowns? I mean, they don't have no content on their shows. They have hardly any viewers. So what would why would I be jealous of him or them? Because he got tattoos? I hope not. Nothing wrong with tattoos. I mean, I know a lot of people that have tattoos, but you know, I guess when you had to be in jail for so long, you kind of like you gotta go with the other his people. You gotta fit in, and if you don't got no tattoos, then you're not fitting in. I think the guy has a identity problem. Look like he got rocks on his table. He wants to make jewelry out of it. Pretty funny, but yeah, I am doing very good. I am doing excellent. Thank you guys for asking. Hey, Frank, come on up. Hey, little Mike, come on up. I put the link out. All of you clowns are welcome. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. There we go. Yeah, the weather report saying it's gonna rain all day long. Thunder and lightning and oh, I like the rain. Don't really like being in the rain, but this rain, it's not like a cold rain. When it hits you, it goes right through you. This tropical rain, it's okay. There we go. Thank you. He got a man crush. Well, old Big Mike giving flattery out to old the giving flattery out to the pony. I thought that was he's saying how good she looks. Oh, maybe once upon a time, like one like what 8 kids ago, she looked good, but my opinion only, of course. But yeah, MJ. Oh fuck, very funny guy. He looks funny. He's not that funny, but he looks funny. I remember when he first started out, he used to come on my show a lot, and now, good morning, Jay. Got Jay Mike in the house. Yeah, when he first started out, he looked good. Not many tattoos all over him, but today, time waits for no man, and boy, look like he got hit with the ugly stick. So you can imagine what his woman looks like. Be more Ron's in the house. Yeah, be more Ron. I am jealous of you, buddy. I met B more Ron here. He is a very good guy. A lot of people know who he is. I'm talking about here in Thailand and stuff. Yeah, we had a good time. Had a good time with him. So I hope to see him again here, Philippines. I mean here, not the Philippines. But yeah, you guys had a good night last night before the rain came. That's a good question, Ron. If I was going to move to Thailand, how much money would I need per month? Yeah, it depends if you like to go out, if you go out drinking, or do you go out traveling. Uh, there were so many different um, scenarios. But do you want to live comfortably? Do you want to skimp? You want to go on road trips? Gypsy's in the house. It really, like I said, it depends on you and it depends on your lifestyle. Uh, Go go bubble, sister. Where's my wrench? Oh shit! Everybody got jokes. Go go bubble. How you doing? You in New York? Where are you today? To live comfortable. Ron, you've been there. You've been in Thailand for how many times? You yourself should know exactly how much you would need to float. To let's say 2000 US a month. That will give you a little bit of leeway. That will give you some travel money. Uh, yeah, more or less. The lurker. Oh, Gypsy, come on, Kevin. We miss you. you you're in a bar. Well, ah, well, you're in a bar in the Philippines, or you're in a bar in the U.S. drinking milk. There you go. Don't be shy. Hey, haven't you? You come up on my show. You don't be shy. Come out and hang out. Look like Frank don't want to come up. The little Mike don't want to come up. Gypsy on the panel. Yeah, I'm getting don't know how we're looking. Yeah, this lightning is killing my reception. Yeah, Ron, I don't have 2,000 a month. I am 500 shy, but you just gotta be careful that what's going to drain you. Women, travel, food, drink, more women. There we go. Boy, don't ask Frank for nada. That poor guy. He's crying that his wife or his girlfriend isn't around to clean up after him. He must be lost in translation because she's always with him, and now for the last couple of days she's absent. But she must be having a vacation, going to see old Jimmy. Oh, Kevin. But yeah, you guys go out, be happy, live your own life. Don't live life that other people want you to live. Just get out there and have a good time. Don't be like little Mike. Definitely don't be like the old man. Hey Shar, I hope you're doing good out there. I hope everything is falling into place for you. Oh, sis. Ah. Boy, if those two guys are your inspiration, you're definitely hurting. My opinion, of course, only. How's it going, Don C? I think Captain Billy Jack is there we go. Captain Billy Jack is hooking up with a friend of his from the Philippines. Sometime from now to the weekend. Don't wanna say who his friend is because we don't dox people. It's not good. But yeah, I hope old Captain Billy Jack can survive the weather outside. I got rain all over my window, which is usually strange, but the way the wind is blowing, it's tagging me. Oh, the kids on, you know, the pony took the two kids. You know the kids ain't in the house with the old man. You know how Biden, old President Biden, you used to grab kids and caress them and cuddle them and kiss them on the head and everything. I'm sure that's what the old man does. My opinion, of course. Come on up, Gypsy, if you want. Heminger, you come up. All of you guys come up.
Bro, can you believe all these people are how jealous they are of your show, bro? Frank and MJ, the loser.
I'm jealous of you, buddy. I admit it. I'm jealous of you.
Yeah, no, I don't know what to say, bro, because poor Frank, all alone for 5 days. I mean, so fragile, so broke. he can't even afford a condo in Cebu anymore, bro. He's actually got to send his lovely wife Gilda to Cebu to take care of business because Frank can no longer afford a condominium rental. And then MJ the Flipper looks like he's still in mom's house in the bedroom in the Inland Empire, bro. What a loser. Where's his wife, bro? What happened to his wife? Oh, the thing's going down, bro. Anyway, I'm here in Angeles City, motherfuckers, and I'll be doing a live stream soon. I've been busy, and but I'm here now. I've been here a couple days, and just trying to get everything in a row here. But having fun, bro. Having fun. You know, I've been having some stuff happening lately, but you know, I mean, not stuff. I mean, good stuff happening, bro. Good stuff's happening. You know, but anyway, I'm just trying to get it together and get my funds together, bro. I've been blowing through money since last month, bro. I've been blowing through money left and right. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here, see if it works. See you later. Get off.
Good for him. Sorry about that, Ricky. We're having horrible weather outside. The thunder and the lightning is doing atmospheric um, problems with my feed. So I do apologize. But yeah, Ricky Drama is an excellent YouTuber. He goes out, talks what's going on, tells us what's going on, and does all these things in the community, meeting people, hooking up with people. So I want to give old Ricky Drama a shout out that hopefully he's having a good time. He looks like he's in a mall. I don't know if he's back in Thailand or if he's in the Philippines or if he's still in Germany. Ricky has stupid. MK's in the house. Hello, sister. Big news. You know, they do make a good. I mean, old Francis is all excited that MJ is giving them compliments because nobody gives them compliments. So they're both watching each other back right now. Very funny. But yeah, again, I like to say thanks, Ricky Drama, for coming up and hanging out with us for a moment. Again, we are having massive lightning and thunder outside. So hopefully he's doing good. Of course he's doing good. That's Ricky Drama. Yeah, I had to reboot.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's just surprising that Frank is so going crazy off your show, bro. I mean, that's just because of the money, obviously. The $300, $400 you're making a month on your show now, Kev, or was it a week now? You're making a week in Super Chat, PayPal.
Well, no, it's
You
still
know,
it's
you're
still
just
a
making
month,
big money. I
but
heard that people are just like throwing money at you left and right, and Frank's just losing it, bro, because he's so broke now. You know, Frank's riding on
well,
GP.
yeah,
Did you
and
hear that?
that's funny. There's
Yeah,
nothing
Frank's
wrong
riding on
about riding
GPs,
in a
bro.
jeepney. If
Well, you know, Jerry from Valencia. He was riding jeepneys for a while, but then he finally got a car or whatever. But you know, it's
scooter,
just
ah,
yeah. So you know, it's just hopefully Frank's enjoying his last days of Bataan Island before he ends up in Bicatan.
there
You know,
you
the
go.
being Bicatan Battaglia, you know, is going to happen, and when it does, it's going to break on the immigration Facebook. It's going to break. And, you know, it's going to be a beautiful sight to be seen. Bicatan Battaglia in the Bicatan facility. You know, he'll be there. Of course, he'll probably be in, you know, solitary confinement to begin with, you know, because that's where they put all the rookies before they put them in the general pop. Oh
Ah,
my God! I mean,
yeah,
you
I was
just
gonna
think about it.
say,
Of course, MJ would, of course, you know, join Team Frank. I mean, Team Felon. Get it, bro? I mean, gosh, Frank. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go lift weights in General Pop? You're gonna hang out with Vitali and Barry and all the other superstars there in the Bicatan facility. You know, oh wow, it's gonna be hot in there, Frank. It's gonna be hot, bro. I mean, you better bring all your pills, bro. You see? Did you hear? Frank was giving away all the, all the, all the prostate pills, bro. Frank was giving away all the prostate pills for free, bro, knowing full well they cost 60 dollars a month, 3,100 pesos for 30-day supply of these prostate pills. Basically, they just keep your prostate, you know, in control and bring it back to normal if it's bigger or you're having problems or whatever. But Frank literally threw away 60,000 pesos. I'm sorry, 30,000 pesos of pills, just handing them out on the street, bro. You hear about that?
I apologize for the buffering. Again, we are having horrible weather outside.
Oh, yeah, it's a horrible weather there in Pattaya. Everyone's criticizing you, Kev, about your
Having
living
trouble
situation.
connecting.
You know, but Kev's actually doing the right thing in his living condition. First of all, he's living with Nick Dean and his hotel, and that's obviously run by a British national who has money, has a reputation on YouTube. Very nice guy. Secondly, he doesn't have to travel anywhere because in
Oh
Pattaya it's full
yeah,
of traffic now. The traffic's crazy. Uh, and then if you have somewhat limited mobility, you don't have to worry about all the crazies on the street. I mean, even William Abrams, LDO, you know, got hit by a car in Pattaya, then was in an ambulatory device for 2 months in Chiang Mai, bro. So, you know, Kev's actually doing the right thing. He's actually saving money on his transportation, saving money
yeah.
on going out and spending all the time in a hot, you know, jeepney or one of those Toyota vans. He's saving time by just staying there and staying in a central location. So actually, it pays for itself. You know, for his situation, he's doing a smart move. I mean, no, you know, I lived on the dark side, Pattaya. You know, I know what it's like. You have to get out there, take that red bot bus, take it into Central, and then circumvent and take another blue one into town or walk it, or like you get your, you go into the bus terminal from Bangkok, you take your suitcase, and then you got to walk your suitcase all the way to the dark side, an hour and a half, 90-minute walk. You don't have to do any of that stuff in at Nick Dean's property. So I think it's a smart thing to do, But Frank, enjoy your last days, bro. What are you going to do? What are you going to do in your last boring days on Battalion Island? I mean, Frank, you said your life is complete bore. You're so bored that you spend 9 hours a day on worthless shows and giving worthless advice and telling your worthless stories no one cares about. I mean, oh my God. I mean, just think about all my international travel, Frank. Just think of all the girls, bro. I've had more girls in 5 days, Frank, that you had in your entire life. I mean, we talk about Seattle. You talk about, the hundreds. You had them by the hundreds in Seattle, during the 90s. I mean, quit lying, everyone. What do you think about that, Kev? Do you think Frank was all over it in the clubs in Seattle in the 90s?
Yeah, that Frank, he sure, and the flipper, they sure like fabricate.
Yeah, they got a lot in common, bro. They got a lot in common. First of all, I mean,
Very funny.
First of all, they refuse to take their girls to the dental office. First of all, they don't like paying dental bills, bro. I mean, they're like, oh, you want to go to the dental office? Oh, fuck that. That costs money. Oh, my God. Yeah, man. So they got a lot in common. What else they got in common? They're both going to be felons. And then what's the other thing? Yeah, they're both from mommy. They're both mommy boys. They both lived with their mom until they were 40 years old.
Oh yeah.
Frank lived with his mom in New York until till he was 36 or something. He told that story about Guido coming to shake down Daddy over some bets Daddy made, and Frank didn't like how Guido talked to Daddy. So, they had a big confrontation, and that's when Mommy said, Frank, you're 38 years old. It's time for you to get out of here. And Frank's like, fuck you. I'm going to Seattle. That was it, bro. And then poor Seattle, bro. They had to deal with that asshole. But it's good to see new people starting channels. It's good to see new people in the community. I mean, look at this young teenager, bro, right here. This young teenager. This is what's coming here now. All these 18, 19
Hey, Ricky,
year
where
old,
are you
17-year-old
at now?
guys.
Are you back in Germany or Philippines?
No, I'm in Angeles City, bro, at SM Clark. I'm at SM Clark in Angeles City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm right here in the middle of the action. Right here in the middle of the action, bro. Yeah, I'm down here, and I'm down here. I got super fans, of course, admiring all my talent, my ability, my gift of gab. I mean, people walk to me and hand me thousands of pesos, bro. Yesterday I had a guy walk in, just give me 3,000 pesos. So great job. I love your channel. I said, thank you, sir. Very much. Very, very much. Buy some beers. Go down there and have some fun on Walking Street. Thank you, sir. I just get admired. I'm a YouTube superstar out here, motherfuckers. I mean, look at this beautiful wheel here. Look at this beautiful wheel. This is the wheel of immigration.
Big E just dropped $20. Thank you, Big E.
Yeah, Big E for $20. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Kev is raking in the dollars, raking in the donors. I know. Kev's
Big E's in the house.
$300 to $400 a week, bro. I mean, and Frank, just talk about Frank all day, Big Kev. I mean, Frank is a money maker, bro. I mean, when you talk about Frank Battaglia and his absolutely failed marriage and his failed life and his failed experiences and his worthless time on planet Earth, I mean, And obviously Frank's next on the death clock, bro. I mean, what's he's in Bicaton? I mean, no aircon, crappy food, new blueberries. I mean, Frank is next on the death clock, bro. I mean, that's, and we don't wish that on anybody, you know. Yeah, but congratulations, Kev, on your show, making all this money now. I mean, the money's just flooding in. You're the #1 show in the Philippine YouTube community. And, it's so, Philippine YouTube community is so pathetic. You're not even in the Philippines, bro. And you're still winning out here, bro. Wow, look at that. That's when that daddy that was giving her the, I think daddy bought her, see, there's an old guy. He still's got some girl. I mean, don't know if what's going on. I mean, a lot of these girls are just for fun and stuff. Nowadays, they don't want to stay with you. But anyway, Kev, congratulations on your show, bro. I gotta finish my steps.
Thank you. Hey, how is the old Apple doing?
Yeah, I got back with her, bro. And I got back with her. I feel like I was with her a week. I feel like I'm back married 10 years, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. I mean, it's, what am I supposed to do, bro? I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy with her, but she's gonna take my life expectancy down 10 years, bro. I gained like 10 pounds, bro. The week I was with her, bro. And then all of a sudden I gained 10 pounds. I got inflammation. I'm like, just eating rice at 8 o'clock at night, Anyway, she had to go back for some stuff in Jensen. But anyway, yeah, and then the other thing, too, it's expensive now, Kev. They jacked the airfares up through the roof, bro.
Yeah, you can't live with them. You can't live without them.
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, Kev, but in Philippines, I know they did this in Thailand, but they did it in the Philippines now in the last 3 months or 2 months. Where the fares before were 2,000 to 3,000, now they're 6,000 to 8,000 to 10,000 now for one-way flight. So they doubled the fares, and so when you're flying two people around, it's 7,000 each plus the seat plus the bags. So you end up paying, before you're paying 4,000 to 5,000. Now you're paying 7,000 to 8,000 to 9,000 just for a one-way flight. And it just adds up, bro. The cost adds up, bro. And then these girls, they spend, they blow. I mean, they and you can't blame them. That's what it costs now, because everything is so expensive and everything, all the expenses. I think a lot of people are just giving up, bro, and leaving, because the expenses are just going crazy. Yeah, unless you're just like, I think a lot of these old guys are leaving, and the young guys are replacing them. These guys that are 16, 18 years old, 19 years old, they're just flooding in here, man. I mean, I just think that the game's changing, bro, where, all these young guys are coming in, and at first they get the girl, but then as soon as they figure out they're broke, they bail. But I think the game's changing a lot. This is a lot of young dudes, bro. I mean, just everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you've never seen so many young guys.
Are they causing problems? Like behavior problems like they do here in Thailand?
I have no idea, bro. I don't know anything about that because I don't know. I mean, I'm going out tonight, but I'm not sure about. I'm not sure, bro, about all that, bro. I just know they're everywhere with these girls, bro. You never saw like all these guys from U.S. or Western Europe that were like 16 to 18. You never saw any of these guys here. They're all here now, bro. This is the destination now for all these teenagers. They're not going to Western Europe. They're not going to Spain, Mexico. They're all coming to the Philippines, bro, and they're all coming to take it down. They're just flooding into the zone here, bro. And then they can't afford anything, so they got to get a cheap room. And then you see them all over the place, scavenging all over the place, bro. Scavenging all over the place. I heard one guy yesterday on his live stream talking about, you just got to wait until they're 500, bro. Oh, how do you do that? Well, just wait until you talk them down, and then they're like, oh, I'll just do 500. They're strategizing. These young dudes are strategizing how to get them the 500, bro. I mean, that's just how it's going
Yeah.
out here, bro. I mean, that's their, like, yeah, man, I don't got any money, but I was working at Walmart before, but now I'm out here, and I wouldn't trade this moment of life. I mean, just think about just that statement, bro. I mean, you're 30 something years old, and you're like, yeah, I was, I had some menial job, and then I ended up here in the Philippines, and then I get some money, and then whatever way I get it, and then but I'm getting girls now, and I'll never trade that. I ain't going back here. It's gonna be about shops, eat and repeat. Could you imagine us, Kev, when we were in our 20s and 30s, just giving up just because, giving up our hardworking careers, the sacrifices we made, or they become who we are? I mean, the top stars, the Philippines YouTube community. No, we would never thought about, just giving up our lives in our 20s and 30s and giving up our families' lives to come here for some, fresh, tasty pea. We wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have done that. And that's why we're the successes we are today, bro. That's the way we're the successes we are today. And now we have this Baltimore Ron guy Baltimore Ron, we all love him. But he stepped over the line with Hot Dog Man. I mean, did you hear about the Be More Ron hot dog fiasco? I mean, just how he insulted Hot Dog Man in front of the families and the children. I mean, Ron, you ought to apologize to your community. Your community is upset about your treatment of Hot Dog Man, and they are deserving. They all want an apology. Matter of fact, you need to go see Hot Dog Man and make a public apology right away. Or there's going to be trouble in Battalion. All right, anyway, I love you guys.
Whatever
bro.
happened to Kuya John?
Oh, yeah, Kuya Joke John, bro. I mean, he went back to, he, of course, another epic failure going back to America. He's back in America, bro. He's back in America. His internet website dating service failed. All his relationships failed. His being a father in the Philippines failed. And he just ended up being some kook ball, big mouth, Bostonian, just another long list of Bostonian losers like Nico, Popeye, and Cool John. I mean, cool dipshit John. Gypsy.
What's up? What's up? How's
on your new show, bro? I mean, I heard you're raking in dollars too.
No, I think Timo Ron missed.
You're raking in dollars too, bro.
No one gives a shit about my streams.
I don't know.
I'm just having fun.
About it. Everyone's talking about it, bro.
Well, I try not to. I try not to be a dysfunctional drunk during streams, but what happened? I mean, it happens. You gotta pay the piper, I guess, and that's what people want to see.
Yeah, no, I want to see this too. Wow, look at this. Yeah.
In fact, I fucked up on my last stream. I ended it too soon because the wheels fell off and I fell asleep in a bush. Lost my streaming phone. I got to buy another one this week, and scratched up my arm pretty bad. So it was quite wild. So.
Bro, I just saw one of the hottest girls I've seen in a long time, bro. Huge C cup, beautiful, like size 2, big ass. Damn. Gypsy, China. Let's just face it, China. You have your girlfriend still, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm in a great relationship.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, my life here is good, but apparently people such as Jerry advises me to leave, and I do understand the criticism, but I don't think he understands how good the life is here. I don't really have to worry about anything.
Yeah, it's China, bro. I mean, once you go all in, you're all in, bro.
I mean, I guess you can say
You know?
that I have associated myself with the CCP, with the local governments and stuff. Apparently this is something that you kind of have to do. I'm not a shill, and I'm not a
Spy?
bootlicker, but
Oh,
I guess I'll commend them on the positive things that they do and ignore all the bad stuff.
Yeah, because they're doing a lot of good things. That's why Canada's all lined up with them now. Can you believe Canada? Canada started this whole rift anyway with the United States. Canada started all of it. Talking shit about our great president, Donald John Trump, the 47th president. Canada started the entire rift, and now they want to blame us for everything, bro. I mean, Canada's so effed up in the head, they actually are lining themselves with, China. Because, they're like, well, China, they won't say anything bad. Okay. I mean, they forget they bagged and then they detained that Chinese dissident lady in Vancouver a couple years ago, and then they shut down all relationship until they let her go. I mean,
Yeah, I think she was the daughter or the one of the executives of Huawei or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what company, but yeah, that was a big deal. And a lot of people here they struggle to understand why people vote for Donald Trump. And I tell them that he goes by his own thoughts. He's not really. No one convinces him to do anything. He makes the decisions as he seems fits, whether they're good or they're bad. And this is something that people, the public, appreciate. It's kind of like a refreshing sense. So it's a struggle for them to really understand. But I'm not much of a Donald Trump fan, but I can understand why people voted for him and why he's making the rift that he is.
yeah, and he's getting
So.
things done. But I can't believe Canada is like
because
blaming us
people
for all
want
these problems.
change.
Canada's the one that started all this because they have a bunch of big mouths, and then Canada writes a bunch of checks they can't cash, and then to cover up their crazy delusional attitudes, they have to go ahead and vote for people they don't even like, the Labor Party, and this Mark Carney guy. I mean, they hate globalists. They're sick and tired of being a globalist shill. They're being used daily by the World Economic Forum, all the WHO. Every international agency uses Canada like a little they use them like a little kid. And guess what happens? Canada blames all of us for our problems, for their problems. Anyway, hope they get over it.
Yeah, I think the current state of Canada is kind of in
Yeah.
limbo. I don't think they know what direction they want to go in.
Frank,
It
get
seems they
over
have a
it.
lot going
We're
on.
not jealous of you, buddy.
Oh,
Same
Frank's in the
with you,
chat.
little Mike.
Frank, we're jealous. I mean, Frank, it's hilarious. We're anyone's jealous of a frail 5'1", a broke, lonely, you know, crazy whack job, old man named Frank Battaglia. No one's jealous. No one cares. But Frank is the greatest hate streamer of all time. Give him credit for what the credit's due. He's the greatest hate streamer in the history of YouTube. He has the most energy. He puts on the best shows, and it makes you laugh, bro. So it's just like Greg Twitchy, the Trust Fund Crybaby, coming back on this weekend doing his show. I mean, he had some moments. It was just hilarious. It was very funny, bro. I mean, when you got it, you got it.
Oh,
That's
Twitchy is
why
back.
Frank. Yeah, he did a show this weekend. He had some lines that are pretty funny, bro. It was pretty funny, But Frank has his moments, and it's fun to listen to him, bro. I mean, I enjoyed listening to Frank. Everyone enjoys listening to him, but he went over the line with Barry. He shouldn't have done what he did. It was wrong.
I don't know. I'm going to take an unpopular stance on this one and say that I kind of commend him for it because of Barry's past. We all know that he's made a lot of mistakes and some of them willingly, and I'm willing to give him a little bit of leniency and say that maybe the mistakes were just the circumstances that he was in. But nonetheless, Barry has been full of mistakes since he moved to the Philippines, and now I can say that the population is safe away from Barry now that he's locked up. So
Well, if you
And
make a mistake, you got to learn them. Not make them no more.
I actually kind of like Barry. I like his personality, but when you start to itemize everything that he's done, it's pretty objective. Like I can't really look the other way.
Well, he got it. Frank got him in. So Frank got it. Frank got that crazy Mario guy. The 68-year-old health nut. Running around like a chicken with his head cut off, harassing Filipinos at car dealerships in Mandawi City at the mall. But he got that little whack job to dime Barry out, in car, and then Barry got detained and thrown in. He should have just let immigration handle it. There's no reason to start filing charges, wasting all this money, talking all this derogatory hate talk towards Barry's beautiful girlfriend Shaw. I mean, just the hatred and the harassment, the intimidation, the threats that Frank made on Shaw was just completely over the top, which of course resulted in his deportation from the Philippines. That is, subject to, what do they call it? What do they call it when they start an action?
The proceedings, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, when they pull the trigger. When they pull the trigger, get it? Frank, you're off the Bigaton, bro. Bigaton Battaglia.
So Ricky, why have you been quiet lately?
Well, I'm
I've
sure
been
he'll meet a
looking
lot
forward
of
to your
friends there.
streams.
Oh, I just been busy, bro. I just been busy. I went to Europe, and then I came back, and then I had a sinus infection for a week, and then I hooked it back up with Apple, and then she came back, and then we hung out for a while, and then she left, and then I came here. I just been busy, bro. But I'm gonna doing stuff tonight, or do one tonight.
It's always good when your personal life kind of takes over and the streaming kind of gets put to the backside. It's okay, yeah. I completely understand.
It's just you want to be cyclic with this. You want to be where you're trying to put out content pretty consistently.
We have 45
And,
people watching.
it's
Thank
just,
you guys.
you just try to I don't know. You just want to you don't want to waste people's time and put on the same thing over and over again like Frank. I mean, you want to actually try and do new stuff, bro. But at the same time, it's got you got to be at the right place at the right time.
Well, this is one thing about Frank is like I can always count on getting ready for work and knowing that Frank's going to stream. So while I'm brushing my teeth, while I'm taking a shower, I'm thinking about what Frank is saying, and yeah, it's good. It's good for me at this moment in time.
Yeah, man. My number one priority is hooking up with girls. You know what I mean?
Well, Frank is like a laxative. Whenever I gotta take a shit, I listen to him, and it makes it come out better.
Yeah, that's what we all do. Frank's the toilet talker, bro. I mean, when you want to enjoy your toilet, when you want to fall asleep, like Brevis and his girlfriend, when you just want to like take the pain away and turn on Frank.
So, is there any truth that Brevis got kicked out of his apartment complex, or is that rumors? Or those rumors?
I think I remember his lease is up.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't about him being a peeping Tom with his telescope, right?
No, I think it's his lease is up, bro. Because that place you have to sign up. You have to sign up. You have to sign up a certain. In order to get the discount, you got to pay so much. Monthly or 6 months, 3 months. If you get stuck by daily or weekly, it adds up. Because you're trying to get a discount. Because it's all inclusive. They include the electricity there. You know what I mean? They include electricity, water, and the internet in the cable. So you just want to pay big if you're going to stay there.
So when do you think Jay's gonna stream again or join some of the panels?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on.
I really miss his charismatic character.
Yeah,
I tried to get a hold of him earlier, but it didn't. I didn't get nothing.
Yeah, it's just you get in these situations where you're out here and you're just trying to hook up with girls, or you meet a girl, or you're trying to make something, see what goes on with a girl, and then or you're trying to take care of this or that, and the time just flies, bro.
Yep.
So, I don't
Defons
know,
is
bro.
right. I definitely want to sweet talk Jay. Jay is I'm Jay's number one fan. That's for sure. I'm always waiting by the phone for that notification.
Yeah, the other thing too is Frank talking all this tough talk. Frank talking all this tough talk, bro. I mean, Frank's so tough. He's so dangerous. He's gonna pull up. He's gonna pull up on you. And Frank ain't doing nothing out here, bro. Frank is a pussy. Frank Battaglia is a pussy. He's not gonna do shit out here. You know why? Because he's scared to death of getting in trouble, bro. I mean, just think about it. If he rolls up, he's gonna have a camera crew.
Little Mike.
He's gonna have a camera crew. He's gonna have a PNP officer on his
Flying
side
shirt.
here. He's gonna have 3 Filipina witnesses. I mean, so he'll have the affidavits ready, bro. I mean, and then he'll have his lawyer. Not the real lawyer, but the associate that has to listen to all his bullshit all 24/7. But he'll have an entourage of Team Frank Legal of 7 people, and of course MJ the Flipper will be there. Hey, Frank, I don't have any money, but I'd love to donate. They'll all be there though when they pull up, and Frank will be the tough guy, But even with all that happened, Frank will still try and goat you into something, bro, because he ain't doing nothing, bro. I mean, at TGI Fridays, bro, when me and Dora Drama picked up Frank and Gilda at the condo, where they picked in Cebu, all Frank said was, "Yeah, you gotta protect me, keep me safe from what's gonna happen, anything could go down out here, I mean, he was just scared to death, bro, of what something happened. I said, Frank, don't worry about it. I got you, man. Don't worry about it. I got you. And of course, Barry showed up because Barry, knows Cebu like the back of his hand. He was there at Brian Hollywood. And then Frank just completely melted down in fear. He just sat there in TGI Fridays at the Frank Battaglia Memorial Table, which, they got a little like bronze, like a little bronze attached to that table. Says Frank Battaglia Memorial Table on it. For the, the famous Barry J. Frank confrontation at TGI Fridays at Ayala Mall in Cebu.
That you put together, sir. You did a good job.
Sat there and he was just petrified in fear, and he couldn't even move out of the seat. He was so scared. I mean, because let's face it, Barry's like 5'8" and Frank's 5'1", bro. Frank was just looking up at him like, "Oh, don't hurt me."
Well, let's be honest. I think
moment,
violence is a very how do I say? It's not the right way to handle conflicts. It's a very primitive way to do it. So, the idea that Jay's going to meet with Frank, and Frank is kind of welcome that idea. I think they're both kind of thinking too far beyond the box, beyond the pale. It's not.
Yeah, Jay would
realistic.
never go do that. He's not going to put himself in that kind of jeopardy.
But do you think Jay would beat me
girls.
up?
No, Jay's just there for girls too. He ain't doing anything to. He's not going to do anything to with Frank.
So
because there's going to be 20 witnesses there, bro. I mean, he'll be an entourage of 7 people trying to back his story up.
Do you think Jay would put his hands on me if I offer him some drinks, if I buy him dinner and try to make amends? You think he would put his hands on me? He said this a few times.
Yeah, definitely. If you get him, if he's drinking, I think he'll go, bro. I think if I wouldn't offer Jay drinks, I would just do it like at a Dunkin' Donuts or somewhere they have coffee.
Like if I go in for a hug,
bro, and he has all that pent up. I'm telling you, man, he has a lot of. He's very, very pissed off about what happened in the past, bro.
I understand.
Bro. He's gonna throw down, bro. I don't think he's worried about going to jail with something like that. But I think he wouldn't do Frank because Frank's just a setup.
Right. Frank's a little bit smarter than myself.
Would Jay throw down with you if you were at a bar and he saw you was drinking? Yes. Like that Aloe the Winner, he would do it like in a heartbeat. He wouldn't even worry about it. He wouldn't even worry about jail.
I would just go in for that big hug that I'm waiting for, and I guess he would just take it too far. He would squeeze me too hard.
No, he just
Then
throw down. He just start tossing, bro. He just start tossing. He see you, you just watch him start tossing. You wouldn't even think about it. You know, that's why I'm just thinking about that idea.
I mean, I guess I did kind of encourage that situation whenever it happened a long time ago, but I had nothing to do with it. I guess I did kind of encourage it though, because you know, I like the hate within the context of YouTube. I like it. We all do.
Yeah, but
We all do.
everybody's accountable at some point, bro. Everyone's accountable at some point. At some point, you know, there's a lot of people that showed up on me to pull the trigger. You know, but then no one's going to pull the trigger, bro. I mean, when you pull the trigger, it comes with a big cost. You know, it's going to be hundreds of thousands of pesos. It's going to be detention. It's going to be potential in the social media. Could be on social media, and then it could be trending. You know, there could be a lot of things that could happen that you don't think through, bro. You know, it's on video. You know, they put it on. It shows up on a news somewhere, and
it can be archived.
You see all these news shows in the Philippines and Thailand, and then they have some obscure like camera up there, let's say.
Yeah.
And then it shows the altercation and all this, and then you know, next thing you know, you're like, it screws your whole life over. You know, that's why it's a big decision to go all in, bro. You know.
Yep. I totally get it. I totally get it.
For YouTube.
For YouTube,
yeah. Yeah, for YouTube. I mean, you do
for
it
our
YouTube,
own enjoyment.
Bro. I mean, believe me, I
temporary
know firsthand,
enjoyment,
bro. I know firsthand, bro. I mean, you just got because you got to be
there. You go.
To pay the price.
Entertainment only.
You got to be prepared to pay the price, bro. You know, when I took down the Clintons with my Bill Clinton is a rapist. Infowars.com, media's covering up Infowars.com. Bill Clinton's a rapist at the Teamsters Hall in Las Vegas, bro. They put me on the Clinton death list, bro. I mean, they had federal agents say they're going to kill me right in front of other feds. You know, they said I was going to be killed. That's it.
Yeah.
You know. So you
definitely had your foot in a different world that's incomprehensible to me, because I have no idea what it's like to be in a political realm of like to take on those high individuals. I couldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You got to be ready to pay the price. You know, I mean, if you're going to pull a trigger like that, you got to be prepared to pay the price. You know. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but we're just here in this stupid community talking shit. You know what I mean? That's all we're doing. I mean, we're just on the community talking shit. Everyone's having a laugh, you know. You know, Frank will do a live stream now, like, fuck you, I'm coming to get you. You know, I know where you live in Mandawi City, Urban Dicker Homes. You know. And MJ stayed at Urban Dicker Homes. You know that too, right? He actually stayed in the same place where I'm staying now. You know,
is he in the Philippines? Is he here?
No, he's at his mom's house. It looks like in Alta Loma or whatever.
So I watched his last video.
County, you know?
I watched his last video. House. And who is he talking about of that's obsessed with Frank? And he was talking about the wives and Gilda. He didn't really mention any names, but is there any kind of speculation that you can enlighten me on?
I was surprised he was like talking about Big E. What did that? How you know why is he? Listen, MJ the Flipper didn't have the balls. He didn't have the strength. He wasn't a real man to come out to the Philippines and have a real gangster life out here, to live, you know, the 5-star lifestyle, to be a real man like Big E, to be like Big Kev, yourself, Gypsy in China, me out here in the Philippines. You know, a lot of these guys that live out here that are watching, we were real men to come out here. We stayed here, we did our time, and we got the fruits. We got all the rewards, bro. Even Frank, bro. MJ couldn't even be like a Frank. I mean, MJ, you know, had to marry the girl. Obviously, it's blown up. I mean, this girl that he pulled from Dumaguete, from the poverty of, the slums of Dumaguete, Valencia, Darwin, and dragged back to Wisconsin. Of course, it all blew up, and she probably left him for, you know, a black guy, you know, and now he's back with mom in Boynton Park.
You could only hope.
We're Baldwin Park. Yeah, he'll never make it out here, bro. You know.
Well, guys, my lunch is here. Unfortunately, I got to cut it short, but I'm waiting for the next one, Big Kev. I'm glad that you're not being lazy on me.
He's making big money. He's on every day now.
All right, I gotta go. Take care, guys.
Good night, bro.
Yeah, see you next time.
Big money.
Big money.
All right, Gypsy,
Yeah,
thank you for coming
once you
out.
taste
and
that
hanging
big
out
money, Kev, once you taste that big money, there's no going back. You know, then you know, even MJ the Flipper had to bring up the
Hey,
kids.
when you gonna come out?
Had to bring up.
When you gonna come?
He's so jealous. He's so jealous that you have a relationship with your children, and of course he never had any.
Yeah.
And look at Frank, bro. Look at Frank. He's all his.
Well, I would love to see what his
relationships in
kids
life,
look like,
bro.
because I mean the way he looks like, man.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. The whole thing. You know, Team Frank's a bunch of
he's
losers.
just a hateful person.
Team Frank's a bunch of losers. Those hapless idiots that are in his chat, you know, are probably all trolls that hate, you know, Frank, you know, with a passion. Frank probably doesn't have one friend in the entire Philippine YouTube community, man. But take care, Kev. Have a good day. Be safe out there. I'm not coming back anytime soon, bro. Pattaya is full of Indians, bro. You know, and I don't want anything to do with it. All right. See you later.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, anywhere you go, I mean, like when I was in Vietnam, there's nothing but Koreans. Here, there's nothing but Indians running.
Yeah, it's you know, it had its run, Kev. You know, listen, Bangkok, you know, I used to live circumvent Soy 22. It all had its day, bro, but it's been overrun by this new tourism, and, you know, and all you could do is try and get away from that new tourism, get into a place that they don't want to go, and try and enjoy what's left of the Philippines, because it's all drying up before our eyes. So, all right, bro, see you later.
All right, Ricky Drama, thank you for coming out. Thank you for hanging out with us. You put out a good show today. Thank you we got 57 people watching. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out. Smash that like button. I'd like to thank Big E for the super chat. We appreciate that also. And thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. We got a storm going on outside behind me. It's a thunder and lightning rainy day. Lefty all around. Hello, Lefty. But yeah, you guys, thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. You guys be safe out there. It is definitely a crappy day out. So if you're around this area, always be careful. Especially when you're walking. There's a lot of tile. And when the tile gets wet, it's pretty slippery. So always be careful wherever you go, whatever you do. We got 51 people in the house. Thank you guys for coming out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. And if you're in a good mood, hit that super chat money. that also helps out. Again, you guys, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. There we go. Yeah. Hope everybody is doing good. Give a shout out to Captain Billy Jack. He's still in town. I hope he's having a good day. Stay dry. my buddy Pennsylvania Trucker, he's feeling a whole lot better after his surgery. Hope to see him soon. And my buddy Havoc Master. Hope he's doing good. He should be coming home. He should be home right now. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll give a shout out to my two daughters. They are in Australia right now. They're doing very, very well. My youngest daughter, her birthday is be coming up pretty soon. Couple more months, but yeah, my kids are doing good. I'm doing good. My love life is doing good. There are clowns out there. Why are you chasing your tail? And Big Kevin don't chase his tail. Big Kevin's doing it. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. Eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow, you don't know what's going to happen. So live life to the fullest. Don't worry about the little guy. Only worry about yourself. Who cares what the other guy is doing? You know, the other guy doesn't do anything for your show, doesn't do anything for you. Don't be jealous of other people's YouTube shows. Oh, heck. Just because you're doing good, maybe the other guy got to work a little bit harder. And really, that's the name of the game. Mind your own business. Keep your head up, and just have a good time. Live your life. Don't live other people's lives. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get off. Also, we've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank all of you guys for watching. We had a very good time. I'd like to thank Ricky Drama, Sick Grandpa, for coming out and hanging out with us. Be More Ron was in the house. Thank you guys. Kev, can I ask a question? I don't know. Can you? Don't be mad. Don't be mad about what? Hurry up with the question. Are you in your underwear? Am I in my I'm wearing short pants. That was an easy question. All right, you guys. Have I been? I not yet, but when I have the opportunity, I will take it. Have I gained? I think that happened. I think that happened when I was in Vietnam. We the hotel we had breakfast is included with well, we had a buffet breakfast. So did I gain some weight back? I probably did. Yeah, Vietnam is good. Vietnam is a good place. If you guys haven't been there, go there and check it out. Give it a chance. Give all these places a chance. Just don't go there and snub your nose and then complain. You gotta get out and do stuff. That was one of my problems. I did do stuff, but I gotta do more. Oh, you. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good place. Vietnam is good, but look at your fine print. Always, I learned a hard lesson. Um, just a moment. There. On your passport, it says like what time you leave, what time do you come in, and all these different things. Uh, Pay attention to the paperwork. Pay attention to the fine print. That's the name of the game is paying attention, and don't take things for granted. Um, just because somebody told you that like you're gonna get there and your expiration date that you gotta leave the country and stuff. Pay attention to the fine print. Um, I didn't look at it because I took it for granted that I got 3 months. But when I came into the country and they stamped my passport, they stamped it for 2 months, not 3 months. Uh, so I stayed over 2 weeks because I was gonna leave like a half a month early because I thought I had a whole 3 months, and come to find out that I was 2 weeks overstay. So I had to go back to my hotel and pay another week. Well, a week and a half, and then I had to go back and forth to immigration and pay my penalty for that. So yeah, you guys, look at the fine print. Always look at the fine print. I can't stress that. Don't assume that everything is good. Look at it closely, and if you have any questions, hopefully you got a friend or a person that will show you in detail about it. But yeah, like right now on my passport, I know when I'm supposed to leave Thailand. But yeah, yeah, I'm very happy with Thailand. Vietnam was good, but um, it just took a lot more time to figure it out. Did I miss the live? You're missing it because I'm on the way out, Raymond. I am already finished, but thank you coming out. We had Ricky Drama in the house for the majority of the time. Gypsy came in and hung out with us. So yeah, you guys, thank you guys for coming out. Thanks for the weekend will be coming up in a couple of days. You're wrapping it up. Yeah, I am. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Peace. Have a good day. Have a good week. Always be safe. Don't be jealous of the little guy. Oh, can you imagine being jealous of Big E or being jealous of Ricky Drama because their show is a whole lot popular than yours? You know, you could do something about it, and you just can't complain saying, "Oh, those guys are jealous of your women." Please, I seen his women. There's nothing, the old man, she's safe. Plus, she's married to another guy. What is there to be jealous of? And you, little Mike, you don't even want to show yourself on camera because you know what you look like. So that's kind of embarrassing. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get off. I had a great show. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out. We had around 53 people watching. Again, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out. Again, also Big E, thank you for the super chat. I'd like to thank Ricky Drama. He always has something interesting to say. He's a very colorful person. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. I'll talk to you guys later on. Be safe.